Skol Vikings, what's good? Purple Nation, buckle up, because we're diving into the hottest Minnesota Vikings news for the 2025 season. And trust me, it's gonna get your blood pumping. We're talking J.J. McCarthy stepping up as QB1, Dallas Turner ready to unleash chaos, and two monster free agent signings in Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave that have Brian Flores grinning like a mad scientist. Can you feel the hype? Here's the deal. The Vikings are loaded with talent, but are they ready to dominate the NFC North? Let's break it all down in today's Vikings news and find out what's got us so fired up. Hit that like button if you're ready for a wild ride, and let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the biggest storyline of 2025. J.J. McCarthy taking the reins as the Vikings starting quarterback. This kid's got the arm, the brains, and the heart to lead our squad, but all eyes are on how he handles off-season practices. After a knee injury sidelined him last year, McCarthy's been grinding, and sources say he was already pushing Sam Darnold for the starting gig before the injury. With weapons like Justin Jefferson and a beefed-up offensive line featuring Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, this offense could be a nightmare for defenses. But here's the question. Can JJ handle the pressure of being QB1 on a roster this stacked? Now, don't sleep on the supporting cast around McCarthy. The Vikings front office went all in, keeping stars like Jefferson and adding depth with free agents like running back Jordan Mason. Last season, Minnesota went 13-4, and with McCarthy stepping in, the offense is poised to keep that momentum. But it's not just about the offense. Our defense is where things get scary. Brian Flores has built a unit that's fast, physical, and relentless, and the additions we're about to dive into are going to make opponents sweat. What do you think JJ needs to do to lock in that QB1 role? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Speaking of that defense, let's zoom in on our other 2024 first-round pick, Dallas Turner, because this dude is about to make some noise. Last year, Turner had a quiet rookie season, playing just 302 defensive snaps with 20 tackles, 3 sacks, and a pick. Why the low numbers? Well, he was stuck behind two Pro Bowl beasts, Jonathan Greenid and Andrew Van Ginkel, who combined for 23.5 sacks, plus Pat Jones too, who added 7 more. At just 21 years old, Turner was learning the ropes, but don't get it twisted, this kid's got elite potential. Here's where it gets juicy. Pat Jones too is gone, signing a 2-year deal with the Panthers, which means Turner's path to more playing time is wide open. We're talking 500 to 600 snaps in 2025, maybe 30 to 35 per game, as the third outside linebacker. Head coach Kevin O'Connell is hyped, saying on NFL Network, "I hope people haven't forgotten about Dallas Turner. I'm expecting a huge jump from year 1 to year 2. Turner showed flashes late last season, with a sack or an interception in 3 straight games in December. Vikings fans, are you ready to see Diamond Dallas break out? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's unpack why Turner's rookie year wasn't a bust. Coming out of Alabama with 22.5 sacks in 3 college seasons, he was a projected top 10 pick, but the Vikings snagged him at 17 after trading up. That trade cost us big, our 2025 second, third, and fourth round picks, so the pressure's on. But Turner's been putting in the work this offseason, training like a man possessed. If he can translate that Alabama explosiveness to the NFL, he'll be a game-changer alongside Greenid and Van Ginkel. What's your bold prediction for Turner's sack total in 2025? Hit me with it below. Let's shift gears to the Vikings' blockbuster free agent moves, starting with Jonathan Allen. This dude's a 2-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle who signed a 3-year, $51 million deal with Minnesota after leaving Washington. In 2023, his last full season, Allen ranked 14th in quarterback pressures among interior defenders, and he's known for drawing double teams that free up edge rushers like Turner. At 30 years old and coming off a torn pectoral muscle, some say he's past his prime, but Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah saw value in his disruptive power. This signing screams Flores style, aggressive and relentless. Not to be outdone, the Vikings doubled down by grabbing Javon Hargrave, another Pro Bowl defensive tackle, on a 2-year, $30 million deal with $19 million guaranteed. Hargrave, released by the 49ers after missing 14 games with a torn triceps, is one of the NFL's best interior pass rushers when healthy, with 45.5 career sacks since 2016. His addition alongside Allen transforms Minnesota's defensive line into a nightmare for quarterbacks. Imagine Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff trying to escape this duo. Good luck. What's the scariest part of this D-line for you? Let's hear it. These signings aren't just about star power. They're about fixing a weak spot. Since 2023, the Vikings haven't had an interior defender in the NFL's top 40 for pass rush win rate. Allen and Hargrave changed that, giving Flores the tools to dial up pressure without relying on linebackers or edge rushers inside. Last season, Flores had to get creative, using guys like Greenwood in the interior on passing downs. Now, with Allen and Hargrave clogging the middle, Turner and the edge rushers have more freedom to hunt. How many sacks do you think this D-line racks up in 2025? Drop your guess in the comments. But here's the flip side. There's risk with these moves. Both Allen and Hargrave are over 30 and coming off major injuries, raising questions about durability. Hargrave himself said, "I ain't about to go out there and punch and play football yet," but he's confident he'll be ready for the season. The Vikings are banking on their experience and Flores' scheme to maximize their impact, even if they play fewer snaps. Think 58 to 73% of defensive plays like Harrison Phillips last year. If they stay healthy, this could be the key to a top 5 defense. Are you worried about their injury history, or is the upside too good to pass up? Sound off below. Let's talk about what this means for Brian Flores' defense as a whole. With Allen and Hargrave anchoring the interior, Greenwood and Van Ginkel on the edges, and Turner stepping up, this pass rush could be downright terrifying. Add in a secondary featuring Byron Murphy and maybe a new draft pick, since we lost Cameron Bynum and Stephon Gilmore, and you've got a unit built to dominate. Flores, the mad scientist, as Allen called him, loves mixing pressures and coverages to confuse QBs. Last year's 13-4 record showed what this defense can do, but 2025 feels like the year it goes nuclear. The Vikings front office deserves props for this offseason. Beyond Allen and Hargrave, they added offensive lineman Fries and Kelly, cornerback Isaiah Rodgers, and kept Murphy in the fold. But the Turner trade looms large. Giving up 3 2025 picks means we've got just 4 selections in this draft, the fewest in the NFL. That puts even more pressure on Turner to deliver. If he flops, fans will point to those lost picks. But if he balls out, it's a masterstroke by Adolfo-Mensah. What's your take on the Turner trade now, knowing the cost? Let's debate in the comments. As we look ahead, the Vikings' 2025 season is shaping up to be a thriller. McCarthy's development, Turner's breakout potential, and a revamped D-line make this team a legit contender. But the NFC North is no joke. Green Bay, Detroit, and Chicago are all coming for blood. The Vikings need Turner to step up, Allen and Hargrave to stay healthy, and McCarthy to play like a franchise QB. If it all clicks, we could be talking Super Bowl. What's the one thing you think this team needs to make a deep playoff run? Hit me with your hot takes below. All right, Purple Nation, we're wrapping up this Vikings news drop, but the conversation's just getting started. What's got you most hyped for 2025? JJ's takeover, Turner's vengeance, or that monster D-line? Smash that like button if you're feeling the skull vibes, and drop your predictions in the comments. I read every single one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update on our Minnesota Vikings. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's keep the purple pride alive. Skol Vikings, let's ride to 2025.